There's a figure, tucked in legend and in files the Foundation keeps under strict lock, that refuses to fit the reality we know. They call it the Guardian. It's not the prettified angel from paintings. It's a presence welded from light and metal, standing like a sentinel, and a light in the center of its chest that's neither a human eye nor an ordinary flame. Official notes are clinical, but the image sticks in the mind. Reports describe the Guardian as colossal. Measurements from usual instruments fail. Ships, satellites, and eyewitness accounts hint at proportions that break normal geometry. People who've seen it close up don't just recall size. They describe a moral gravity, like being made to remember everything that was broken. Witnesses say it warps sense of scale and distance. Biblical echoes come up naturally when naming the ineffable. When wings are mentioned, they're not soft membranes. They're layered plates that gleam with never-blinking eyes. Some researchers draw parallels to ancient seraphim. Others prefer to call it a new anomalous category without sacred labels. Religious language appears, but specialists don't agree on how to frame it. The Foundation, cautious, has mapped out facilities and protocols around the object. Quarantine rooms, electromagnetic barriers, and symbolic seals that hover between tech and ritual. Everything points to a mix of advanced engineering and iconography that treats the Guardian as both machine and witness. Internal documents show protocols that weave science and symbol. What hits you is the silence that hangs around it. Not a low noise, an almost physical absence of sound. Devices that should pick up echoes, thermal noise, or electronic glitches report marginal readings. Operatives who faced the gaze or the central light often report an inner ringing, memories that don't belong to their bodies. Some carry recollections from lives they never lived. One theory, controversial but recurring, is that the Guardian acts like a receiver of stories. Some notes suggest it archives human events, absorbing shards of guilt, promise, and fear. If true, the object doesn't just observe, it accumulates meaning, and that accumulation appears to alter reality nearby. It seems to store more than matter. It stores narrative. Records about attempts to interact are mixed. Projects trying to translate the central light into signals reported replies that resemble refrains, repeating patterns with small variations, as if the thing answers attempts to understand with a kind of replica. Those replies aren't friendly, they're impartial, cold. Electromagnetic patterns show repetitive, enigmatic responses. Experts warn that the danger isn't only raw power, but the idea the Guardian embodies: judgment without mercy. When religious communities or scientists tried to reconcile their stories, calling the entity divine or mechanical, the result was always more instability. Strange weather, apparitions, and spikes in anomalies that forced stricter containment. Current measures include isolation and campaigns to limit exposure. At the end of the day, the Guardian stays both an open archive and a sealed vault. The Foundation keeps cameras offline and doors locked while reports circulate in dim corridors. And just when we think we've learned one thing, another layer shows itself. Truth armored in plates that only reveal what they choose. Still, researchers keep crossing science with history to study it, even if that means facing questions that change how we define human and beyond.